G'day, Father Kevin here from Bougainvillea, Australia. After a long, hard day at my local parish, the Bougainvillea Episcopalian Church, I settle back with a nice Bundy rum on the rocks and turn on the latest episode of the Bad Boys Unleashed. These boys tickle my funny bone, and they have a Sheila with them now that gives it just as hard as they do. They're a bit tougher than those bloody Yankees, since we're having a crack at getting the word out about the show in the United States of bloody America. I thought I'd put on my tourism cap and tell you what to expect if you come down under. I'd love to see the hosts of this show come down under and wrestle a snake. They're bloody huge. And I'm not talking metaphorically either. In fact, everything's bloody huge in Australia. So big we have to turn it into a bloody tourist attraction. The big banana, the big prawn, the big pineapple, and if it's not big, it'll probably still kill you because it's poisonous. Just the other day, a big salty, a saltwater croc for my US friends, that was over 15 feet long rocked up on the beach and had to go at a couple of sharks. Now for us Aussies, that's just a day of fun in the sun, but I gotta tell you, any tourists would be shitting themselves. So after you've listened to these bloody turkeys jabber on, jump on and listen to the Bad Boys Unleashed, direct from Australia. They go harder than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Bad Boys Unleashed. It's got the big fella's stamp of approval.
Fuck this podcast. Get him.
All right.
Those two do mesh very well.
New motto.
Fuck this podcast. Get him.
Yeah, that is. Don't listen to what we say. Or, no, listen to what we say, not what we do. Because we don't get them, but we want you to.
Right. Actually, fuck this podcast. Get him is what our fans say. Like, about halfway through every episode, like, man, fuck this podcast. Let's get these guys.
Oh, hilarious. We actually just ended last podcast by saying get him, and now we've started this podcast by saying fuck this podcast, get him.
So if you're listening, if you're binge listening,
yeah.
If it's the year 2056 and you found these on a hidden laser disc in the ruins of old Chicago.
Why did we put them on Laserdisc?
Because it's the only currency that matters after the bombs drop.
I was going to say it was the only currency that survived the apocalypse, but same basic.
Same,
yeah.
So you're binge listening to this because we're the only media left. It's a true dystopia.
Oh, that's this? But
This
like
us.
the Book of Eli scene where he's murdering all those people, instead
It's
of music
us.
playing in the background, it's just this podcast. Just like, man, fart jokes. Blows the dude's off with head off with a shotgun.
Yeah, if you're living in a post-apocalyptic world blind because of the nuclear fallout that jellied your eyes, a stone burner is a Dune reference, then you can still listen to this podcast. We do visual jokes, but even people who can see don't see them.
Also, if you are in Mad Max Fury Road world, which is actually the world we should be marketing towards because it's Australian.
Because we're big in Australia.
Because we're big in Australia.
Boy, mate, only bloody big in Australia, mate. Australia.
Good day, mates, and let's get
The bloody podcast. Fuck this bloody
Go ahead
podcast,
and-
mate. Let's get him.
go ahead and witness me.
Oh,
no,
mate, go ahead and witness me.
It's not get him in Australia. It's witness me.
Witness me getting them. Oi, mate, what a day. What a lovely day. Oi, mate, don't be, take care, don't get too addicted to water. You'll begin to resent its absence, ain't you?
What a terrible take for that guy to have. Don't get addicted to water.
Oi, mate, I had a little baby brother. He was perfect in every way. Very casual cat.
Except for him being dead.
Except for the dead part.
Yeah.
Well, he got hit by a truck.
Yeah, so he's dead.
So he was perfect, and then got hit by a truck.
Also, he wasn't perfect because that guy was just gigantic and retarded. So probably the same thing. He just looked normal. The baby.
Yeah, well, that guy looked basically normal, and then his brother, who was smart, looked all fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
The dude in the chair.
The dude in the chair. The dude in the... Is that a real guy? Because if that's a real,
guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. That's a rough break in life.
Yeah, but he got to be in Mad Max, so...
Well, you know what? Worth it.
I'm not in Mad Max, and my legs don't really work.
They pretend, but...
I'd say 15 arm wrestling matches, that guy would win one of the 15 against me.
He doesn't have arms.
He does. They're just small.
They're very, very small. He can
And
use his
mine
whole
are
body.
just tubes of flesh around a bone. There's
Aren't they all? Did you get high before this? Maybe.
no, there's no firmness to them.
Oh, like those things in gift shops that you always used to want to fuck. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are
Except
they called?
instead of my penis, there's a bone.
Yeah. No, you got it. Yeah. Which I always saw those. First thought, I want to fuck that. Second thought, why don't they make hot dog buns shaped like this? Because then you could just stick the hot dog right in the
Because that
middle.
would be so gross.
No, not like gooey and shit.
No, I don't want to make a hot dog and then be like, now to penetrate the bun with the wiener.
Yeah, exactly. That's how. No, that's seriously how a hot dog should be done.
No, what? Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. What are you talking about?
First of all, the bread's not going to work like that unless it's real soggy.
No, it's like a
so
specific
you're
type
just
of bread.
jamming a hot wiener into a
No.
soggy bread flap.
No, listen. So you get a hot dog bun, and you know how they cut down the middle of the hot dog bun. That's
Yeah,
part
I
of the
know what a hot
process.
dog bun is.
Okay, so instead of doing the cut down the middle, what they do is they poke through the middle. Just do like
Yeah.
a pre-poke, and then you just pretty much follow that with the hot dog. So they'll put like.
Do you see the motions your hands are making
Oh, yeah,
as you
I
convince me that this
understand.
isn't fucked up?
I understand it's a weird way to do it, but that's just because you've never if you grew up with that as a hot dog bun, I would be explaining.
No, if I grew up with that as a hot dog bun, one of the things I would say on my podcast is, isn't it fucked up that hot dogs are like this and we don't talk about it?
No, I think that'd be a far better way to make hot dogs. That'd be
Just
it's
a
like
really
hot
big bagel
pocket.
dog, basically.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a big pocket.
Yeah, but bagel dogs are only cute because they're small. If bagel dogs were
gigantic.
hot dog sized, men would be threatened.
That's why.
Get those bagel dogs out of my house, you bitch!
Well, there is a guy who is threatened by bagel dogs.
Poor guy. No, there is a guy right now being like, bagel dogs aren't dick sized?
He's like, what? Bullshit.
You ever see those videos, it's just other people's bits, where someone sticks a ruler in the snow and it's like 2 inches and they go, yeah, about 6 inches of snow.
I have seen the ones where somebody falls down into the snow and then they draw like a dick in the snow where they had fallen. Yeah, those are good ones too.
A good one is a guy falls and there's a big imprint of like a giant dick and goes, oh man, someone with a big dick and juicy balls must have fallen in the snow here. And cut to them and he's covered in snow. Yeah.
Wonder who that could have been.
Also, the other day, I came back into my apartment and I was like, oh my God, dude, it's snowing like crazy outside. And he's like, it is, you're covered in snow. And he goes outside and there's no snow. And I go, I just fell in the snow. And I lost some of my beers, so I did this to make up for it.
That is pretty funny. You did it.
I fell in the snow and one of my beers tunneled away like a hot dog through a bread pussy.
They would be called bread pussies, by the way.
Yeah, because that's what they are, you freak.
It
This
just
is a good boys podcast.
It's a
You're
better
being a
way
bad
to do
boy
it.
right now. Go to Australia.
It's just arguably a better way. I bet they do that in Australia. In Australia, they're just listening to this like, what, how do they do
Americans
that?
don't do that?
What? They don't fuck their hot dogs into their butts? What the hell?
Yeah, no. In your world, I bet they put mayo on hot dogs too,
There is
which is disgusting because mayonnaise and also it would look like cum.
Chicago style is pretty good. But also, Chicago style is just a style of hot dog. You don't have to eat it like that every fucking time. Every time I sit down and eat
No,
a
I
hot
don't.
dog.
I get celery, salt, and a pickle, and I don't get any other shit.
Well, yeah, that too. The sports pepper are the ones I take or leave because there are insanely varying degrees of hotness of sports pepper.
And I just can't take that risk.
Well, no, sometimes the sport pepper I'll bite into it and it's like fucking molten lava, and then sometimes it'll like be like a green pepper, and I'm like, it can't be both. You can't fuck with me.
They're different.
And they're both sports peppers, though. How do you call them both sports peppers?
Baseball's different than football.
Yeah, but so I'll fucking in that situation I'll take off the
Clearly,
sports pepper.
football's the spicier one, by the way. I think we all understand.
I think we can all take that.
Well, white people
Yeah,
play
because
baseball.
a lot more wife beating too in football. Not
I don't
I'm
know that that's
correlating
true.
Than baseball? Well, a lot more reported wife beating in football.
Yeah, I feel like steroids are probably a bigger thing in baseball, and I'm sure Barry Bonds hit a home run on his wife before he ever hit that final one. I don't mean getting laid. I mean domestic abuse.
Yeah. Have you heard of George breading yourself? Family Guy just taught me about this.
No, is it when you take a hot dog bun and put it on your dick?
No, it's shitting your pants. There's a 3-minute compilation video, or a 3-minute video of Hall of Famer George Brett talking about all the times he's shot him or shit himself.
All the times I've shot
Shot
myself
himself.
by E. Bud Dwyer.
But it is very funny. It is wild.
You ever seen that video of the soccer player that's like scooting along the ground to get the shit out of his shorts?
No, what?
He shit himself during a soccer match because they go so long, and he was like scooting along the ground, and you see him reach into his shorts and pull something out.
Gross. There was a time in high school that a guy like had eaten bad Chipotle or something like that right in the like before a football game, and he was like the defense. Like he was the only good defensive person. So it was like, dude, you have to play because it was a game, and every time it switched from offense or from defense to offense, he went to the bathroom, and then somebody was scheduled to go get him. Like when it was like, we might be turning it over in a second. Like, use a timeout. What? Use a timeout.
At least you got a sport where there's that kind of time. It's like, honestly, baseball players should never shit themselves. There's a lot of sitting in that game. You got time.
You got time.
Soccer player, I understand. You got to be out there.
Yeah. Rugby too. You can shit yourself in rugby for sure. Gymnastics. Maybe just the movement.
God, if you shit yourself in gymnastics, that could be spectacular.
It's like two minutes of performance. You had plenty of time.
Yeah, but if you're flipping through the air at the right moment,
yeah. You could kill a baby.
That's yeah. Oh God, that'd be a terrible baby funeral. Because that's so fucking funny and tragic.
The baby.
How do you earnestly eulogize that baby without referring to the fact that it got hit with flying shit from gymnastics?
And
you can't. The eulogy's going to be insincere unless you say, by the way, this is fucking hilarious.
The ensuing E. coli is what killed him.
Oh no, I'm imagining like it just like
the speed.
The shit just flew, and it's like a guy, and it's like someone gets shot in a movie, and their eyes just gone.
Oh yeah, because you see how fast like they spin. Like when they do 4 flips in a row.
Shit.
When they do like 4 flips in a row, they're spinning at terminal velocity, pretty much.
Yeah, I wonder, has a gymnast ever done that and then made themselves pass out from the G's, and then just woken up in a heap on the floor? Like, did I win, coach? Is Butterbean okay?
Probably. Well, you see how fast that figure skaters spin. They do like 820s in the air, and I'm watching them and blacking out myself. Like, oh, that's a lot of G's.
Free Tanya Harding.
She's
not in prison.
Free Tanya Harding so she could break somebody else's fucking leg with a pipe.
No, I believe the movie I, Tanya, that her husband's dumbass friend did it.
When she did not want them to?
Yeah. Tanya Harding was a mean bitch that hated Nancy Kerrigan. Positive character trait.
I support all of those things. Yes. Be a mean bitch. Hate whoever.
Nancy Kerrigan.
Thank you.
I don't know that she did hate Nancy Kerrigan, by the way.
You've said her name twice. First of all, I've already forgotten it. So whenever I don't remember fucking the name of Screech from Saved by the Bell, rest in peace, don't get mad at me.
His name's Screech. I never watched Saved by the Bell.
Well, yes, but this is why I don't get referenced.
Dustin Hoffman?
Also,
Dustin Hoffman.
2 things. One, Tyler called me and told me that the movie that I was trying to get was Gattaca. And then...
What movie was that? What was your description of it?
Oh, my God. Dude can't leave his DNA anywhere, otherwise he'll get taken away.
That's Gattaca?
It's Gattaca.
Okay.
Apparently it's Gattaca. Well, Tyler at Senjin and T said it's Gattaca. If he's wrong, somebody else call into the podcast.
I only know about Gattaca through the league.
And yes, jokes of people yelling Gattaca.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I know. I've seen the movie, and that's all I know about the movie. And then 2, Andre hit me up, a friend of mine from stand-up, and he said... I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, no, he's insane. He wears pimp coats. He's Andre 3000.
Nice.
Yeah, he's sorry,
who's
Mr.
the one?
Jackson.
Wait, who's the one I like? Oh, Eric Andre. Never mind.
Yeah, it's also Eric Andre 3000. So
we'll
it's
get to
the
that
same
in a moment.
guy. But he messaged me and he's very mad at me for not seeing The Usual Suspects.
Yeah,
and also everybody in Australia who did not.
That's a big one.
Yeah, I it's on the list. But anyways, Eric Andre 3000.
All right, I'm
sorry, Mr. Jackson, and then he shoots. Oh God, yeah, one of my favorite fucking comics, Hannibal Buress. And then he shoots Hannibal Buress.
Never meant to shoot you in the face.
Nice. It's just
the only one I can remember is Google. Show me this guy's balls, please.
It's every music video. Every music video with what's the name of that group?
Hey,
Hey, no. Outcast, thank you. Every music video with Outcast.
I was so hoping that you'd be like, I guess the song's Outcast, and I don't remember.
I don't remember. You could have had me. You almost did, but you gave up.
If you name the other member of Outcast,
Oh my god,
I will kill myself.
I can't. I cannot. Hang on. I know Andre 3000, but I can't. Who is it?
Big Boy.
Big Boy. Yeah, there was
B.O.I.
Of course. But just every music video by Outkast, except he's just naked in it, obviously.
and has that bad Eric Andre haircut and hasn't showered.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. Nightmares.
It is a cure.
There you go. What's the other one? These people don't want to see me. These people don't want to.
I only know "Hey Ya" from Andre. To be honest.
No. But what's the lyric? These people don't want to hear me. They just want to dance. What is that? The lyric? Something like that. These people don't want to.
I didn't just come here to dance. By Carly Rae Jepsen.
She came here to fuck. By the way, is the other.
I think that is what she's talking about.
Oh, absolutely. That's the other half of the title. It's in semicolon. I came here to fuck.
Such a good album. Emotion. Such a good album. There's one song that's not great.
All right, if you play The Witcher 3, then I'll listen to that album. That's the compromise.
It takes like an hour to listen to the album. Witcher 3 is a commitment.
Okay, but...
If I play Witcher 3, you have to listen to the album as many times as I have.
Oh, no, that's a lot of times.
And I'm going to listen to a bunch more before I play with The Witcher 3.
It's going to be a lot. It's going to ruin your life. You're going to have to set aside a week. I was trying to set aside a day to take Adderall and painkillers just to see what happened the next time I have a day off to celebrate. That's my plan.
Just lots of painkillers?
No, just take one of Kylie's Adderall that I never take and then take my back medication and just see what happens.
Right, but take lots of both.
No. Just one Adderall. Adderall drives me up the wall. I can't take that shit.
It is...
I have anxiety.
It's speed.
I already have anxiety. I don't need Adderall.
The spectrum between like caffeine and meth, I'm pretty sure is shockingly low. I've never done meth, but like Red Bull and Adderall, not that far removed.
That's a speedball. Well, another form of speedball is Red Bull vodkas because it's an upper and a downer. A speedball,
right? And it makes me so fucking powerful.
First of all, just to be clear, a speedball is not any upper and any downer combined. It's just heroin and cocaine.
Yeah,
combined.
That's Speedball Classic.
Yeah, that's new speedball is Red Bull vodka. Gives you a similar feeling.
Right, and it's legal.
And it's very legal
for now,
which is why I recommend Red Bull vodkas. Except I get niacin poisoning, so don't do that.
Well, yeah, if you drink a lot of them.
I did. I drank a lot of them, and then ate a bunch of goldfish, and the first ingredient in goldfish is fucking niacin. And I'm like, wow.
Which is strange.
As I'm breaking out in hives, shoveling goldfish into my mouth. Wow.
Delicious. No, I once drank Red Bull vodka such that I didn't sleep for a night.
Yep.
And
correct.
I met God, and he was just the inside of my head.
He's a crazy guy. Let me tell you. Real wild dude.
I kept telling, what did I tell people? I said, I'm experimenting with methods of getting high without using drugs, is what I told people. I was up with the Red Bull vodkas, and then just the next day, sleep deprived and not drunk.
I saw you that day.
Yeah, I was.
you were on one, as we say.
Absolutely on one.
Damn! Imagine if you had work that day. That was during.
I was during the pandemic, so I really. I got to be on one a lot, and it's been good for my creativity.
Yeah, for real. We got the pandemic break really did a lot because cashing in those unemployment checks and also just getting fucking plastered all the time. I don't drink as much as I used to because
I have things to do.
Well, because I have things to do and because I think I got it out of my system during the fucking pandemic.
No.
No, the demon's still there. Don't get me wrong.
No, I got the playlist that I created when I was on that. It's called Bugmen Shuffle Music Against Mammon because this was during the period where I was watching a lot of Ancient Aliens and being like, that's what my senator is. So, and I came up with at some point then that, why do you care about voting? They're all pedophile bugmen.
So it's the Bugman Shuffle.
Music Against Mammon. Mammon is a demon of greed, and that's what I call capitalism when I'm on one. So and that playlist is is great. It's sort of alien and otherworldly, and it's
perfect to smoke
and it
weed
fucking
to.
slaps. And no, not weed. It's good on weed, but you really want to be on it on the
Red Bull vodka next day?
on the Elmwood Speedball, which is what I'm calling.
So next day Red Bull vodka is don't sleep night of Red Bull vodka and then have
You wake up, you know shit. Your eyes, the scales have been peeled from your eyes, and you don't even need the glasses from They Live. You can just see it.
you need to make that playlist part of the link tree for It's Just Bits, and then you also need to make a playlist of all the music videos you watch when you're high, and then we'll share that.
Oh
on
God,
It's
you
Just
guys are
Bits
gonna
link
love
too.
it. You guys are gonna love it. I just found a new one.
Dude, you got to make that a playlist. You have to make it a playlist.
Starlight Brigade is going on there.
Well, what's the name of is the name of the playlist also Elmwood Speedball
I'll call it Elmwood Speedball.
Video, Elmwood Speedball Audio.
I got it. No, but these are different things though. The playlist is the Elmwood Speedball. The music video, it's just any animated music video, by the way, because it's just colors to a beat, and I'm like, oh, this is amazing.
You're essentially a goldfish.
Oh yeah, it's a great time.
I just found out my dad lives in that
It's a goldfish.
place in Chicago. He got two goldfish. He pays for somebody to come keep him alive.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Goldfish?
Two goldfish.
It's not a fucking horse, dude.
I personally keep like over 30 fish.
Yeah, they're not. They are famously an easy pet that children handle.
Yeah, all the time.
Are
They
you like
pay
actual?
somebody.
Are they like some kind of tropical fish
no,
that like
goldfish.
its tail wilts if
Two goldfish. Not an orca.
he's just enjoying having?
You're thinking of an orca, by the way, and that's dorsal flop.
Yeah, but I'm imagining there's probably some kind of tropical
Yeah,
fish
very sad
that some guy
tropical.
with a terrible mustache that drinks 0.5 IPAs is like,
Very bad.
yeah, it's a Hawaiian flipperknocker, and if I don't, jizz in the tank every 20 minutes, its tail will flop over and it'll turn blue, and that's bad.
And it's very sad about
What
that.
type of guy is this? I don't know.
Really bad guy. Really bad guy. Hi, I'm your local pedophile.
Hi, I'm your local pedophile. I have a handlebar mustache and fish that take way too much time to take care of.
Except I only fuck underage fish. I'm very specific.
Also known as all fish. I don't know if you know this, but no fish are technically able to consent. Yeah, no, we knew that, bud.
Everybody knows that. I also have snakes. Guess where I put them? We know where you put the snakes.
The thing is that you don't. That's the very interesting thing is that you don't. I know where you think I put the snakes, and that's
You might
not
be
where
surprised.
they do come out of there, which is a medical marvel.
Number 11 will shock you.
Places I've inserted snakes. Number 11 will shock you.
Shout out to the guy.
And it's all just my ass, 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 my nose.
mouth. My mouth.
I think people are into nose fucking. Someone's got to be, right?
Somebody's got to be. Somebody with the same guy who is like, cocktail wieners are full size. Also loves nose fucking.
Unfortunately, I had to shave my handlebar mustache so that I could be appropriately nose penetrated.
My boyfriend. Really
Who is a bagel dog that I've stripped the bagel from?
I prefer to say, my boyfriend, who is a boy. Like he's a male?
Nah.
Yeah, but
I think
you
I was
know.
never appropriately credited for when Kevin Spacey got caught hitting on underage guys and said, I'm gay, I'm coming out as gay. Let's focus on that. No one ever gave me appropriate recognition for, yeah, Kevin, the problem wasn't that he was a boy. It's that he was a boy.
I don't think that comes across on Twitter. I think.
I guess.
Yeah.
Twitter is a great
that's an
place
audio
for my
medium.
thoughts, except for all of my thoughts have tones that they don't work without.
I have been learning to type like Tyler because written word, you understand exactly what Tyler's trying to say. So that is a skill to steal from
I'm just
him.
going to have only people that know me like my tweets, I guess. Which the podcast is basically so that other people can follow me on Twitter and know what tone I'm using.
At the Counter Forward on Twitter, I have 61 followers, and the reason is I have very specific tweets. Those 61 people, and then my mom, love them. So 60 people love them, and my mom's just sad I have a Twitter.
People should be sad that we both have that. I both have Twitter. No, our Twitters aren't good.
That I have an outlet. I should not. I should be screaming at a bridge.
I meant besides vaginas, Ezio.
What?
Ever play Assassin's Creed?
But vaginas is
In Assassin's Creed, his mother tells him right at the beginning, "You need outlets," and he goes, "I have outlets, mothers." And he goes, "I meant besides vaginas."
no fucking way.
Assassin's
That
Creed
is
too.
hilarious.
And then Leonardo, I almost said DiCaprio, Leonardo da Vinci tries to hug you, And if you don't hit the button fast enough, he gets sad because you didn't hug him. It's the most fucked up thing in any game. That is worse than when I had to shoot those people in Modern Warfare 2 in the airport. If you don't hit square fast enough and Leonardo da Vinci is like, oh, okay, you don't want a hug? The worst.
Wait, you had to shoot people in Modern Warfare?
In Modern Warfare 2, there's a mission where you are playing an American CIA agent who's undercover with Russian terrorists who are pretending to be Americans and shooting up a Russian airport to get people to think that Americans shot up a Russian airport.
What?
And they have you go up in an elevator.
Even in Call of Duty, it's so confusing that clearly something was fucked up. Even in Call of Duty, the thing that's supposed to get people to join the military, they make yeah, this is how black ops work. You mean nobody knows what's going on? Exactly, nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah. If you tell most people our age, if you say no Russian, they know that means we're in an elevator. When the elevator opens, we're going to start shooting civilians. It was a big thing, and I had to patch the game that you could skip the mission if you wanted. Because you don't have to shoot civilians, but you gotta, watch. And I'm not going to spoil the end of the mission for you, even though everyone listening already knows.
Because Call of Duty is just great.
I mean, it is great.
I do love that. I don't know if we mentioned it on the podcast yet, but we saw a military ad the other day where they dropped all pretenses and they just
a video game?
Exactly like a video game.
They were like, it was basically choose your character shit.
Yeah,
like
no, they
Overwatch.
seriously were like, choose your fighter, but for the military, would you like to be...
Choose your method for destroying brown people's lives.
And we're like, they're not even, the propaganda, they're just labeling propaganda on top of the propaganda.
Which type of imperial terrorist are you? Do you physically slit their throat, or do you program the machines that drop knife bombs on their weddings? In the U.S. Army, you choose your destiny.
Oh, I don't need to tell you this, but because you've already guessed this, here were the 3 character choices. White, Aryan-looking dude. Mexican female, very light-skinned Mexican female.
Very light-skinned Mexican.
The darkest black man you've ever seen. Those were the 3 characters, but I didn't need to tell you that. You could have guessed that. It's every military diversity just fucking trailer. They do not have Muslims on their trailers yet.
Interesting.
It's just a matter of time before they're like, we finally got an Indian person. You're not going to fight in this war.
No,
we need you.
There are Arab people and Muslims and Indians in our military right now. They don't put them in the ads because a big part of getting people to join the military,
is to
other than the
kill
fact that
them.
the alternative is poverty, is that you're supposed to go kill those guys.
Yeah, so don't be...
And they get like 5 of them and they go, see, Muslims also support our imperialist terrorism.
And they're like, we're just bad people. We're just bad. These Muslims are bad people.
Or they're good people that think the
that's
United States is good. There's a lot of soldiers who think that being
Yeah.
in the army is a good thing. Well, sorry, Todd.
I don't agree with propaganda, but it is pretty goddamn effective. I will give you that.
Honestly, I think it's more that like a lot of people can't go to college without it. Or
Yeah. I almost fucking joined up because otherwise I'm
lack of other options. Yeah.
dealing with aggressive student loans because those are the 2 options, and inevitably I chose student loans after.
Oh, it's so depressing to see. If you ever see a video, like a guy goes around his barracks like, if you could talk to your recruiter right now, what would you say? And they're all like, I hope you fucking die.
yeah, exactly. It's fucking great.
Hey guys, you don't
Get 'em.
You don't have to obey orders. Technically, I mean, there's consequences for all sorts of actions. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah. Also, if you work at ICE, go ahead and quit. Jesus, if you haven't already.
No, see, ICE. There are people that work for the Border Patrol that just do it as a job and aren't racist and think it's a good thing. ICE is the fucking Gestapo. We're picking out the people that want to skin non-white people. And, okay, specifically you do this job.
You're a little too extreme for Border Patrol, but let's get you over
Yeah,
here.
but see, I do love finding people who are trying to have a better life and making that harder for them. It's not enough. I want to drag a child away from its parents and forcibly sterilize its mother. That's my career path.
These are real things that America does.
No one talks about it, but like we just have concentration camps.
Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit.
And if you say you have concentration camps, people are like, how dare you compare keeping a bunch of people of a certain ethnicity concentrated in a camp to concentration camp?
Goddamn.
The argument has been since 2015, like, Hitler killed a bunch of people. The Republicans haven't done that.
You know that they...
Yeah, now is the time to...
They're about to.
They're gearing up. This is the time to fix it.
You know, when Jews were initially put in camps, they didn't kill them right then.
Right.
It took a second to
Initially,
get there.
they were just... Concentration camps doesn't mean death camps.
No.
Concentration camps mean...
they're labor camps.
But they develop into death camps if you let it go.
Yeah. And right now, what we're doing
Anyway,
is
Connor's got
go.
a show on March 27th.
Plug a bunch of shit. I'm going to go heat up some coffee.
I can't actually plug it now. That was a joke about how it's fucking terrible to talk about how we're about to do a genocide. We're in the middle of a genocide. And also, Connor does have a roast battle coming up the 27th of March at the Terminus Theater in Lake Villa. Tickets are reasonable. I bought one, and I don't spend money wisely, so it's fine. You'll be able to afford it. And I'll be there, too. If you want to come and just talk to me about, getting them, or if you want to get me because you're an insane right-wing person who's been driven mad by the government and taught to kill me specifically with Manchurian Candidate stuff, that'd be a good place to do it, the Terminus Theater, at, I think, 7 o'clock in Lake Villa on March 27th. Also, this podcast, linktr.ee/itsjustbits. That'll be our link tree with like our YouTube and our Spotify and all that stuff, and hopefully also the playlist that I listen to when I'm in various altered states. At KELLEN_Frank is my Twitter handle. At the Connor Ford, spelled like you think, is Connor's. I don't know, man. End apartheid, I guess. I'm like, the state's bad, and they're like, you don't believe in democracy? I'm like, what do you think this? What is anything that you like happening?
Like, no, democracy works because eventually the things that I want will happen. No. No, they won't. Because your parents said that, and their parents before them said that, and then they just changed their ideals to whatever is happening, or they just continued to be mad.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, and everyone was like, rest in power. She's awesome. And I'm like, are we ignoring the fact that one elderly woman died, and that has a serious effect on the rights of half of Americans? No, we're going to talk about how great she was and continue to trust American democracy.
It's not. There are no problems. Well, if you don't like it, you can get out, and apparently we can go to Australia. So, damn.
We specifically can't.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you ever notice how those type of people, if you don't love America, you're supposed to leave it, but if you don't like your own country, you're supposed to fix it? I left Guatemala because it's going terribly there because of the insane shit Americans did to us. No, fix your own country. America sucks because of the insane things that America did to it. Get out of here if you don't like it.
How can you have both takes, buddy? How can you have both?
Because there's no consequence for hypocrisy.
Proud
because
to be an American.
Nobody's doing anything because of their beliefs.
No, I'm free, except I can't buy drugs legally on the street. How is that? Like, how don't you immediately be like, if all drugs are not legal, how can you consider yourself a
Well,
free
drugs
country?
are bad, and it's good that the state protects us from them.
They're not. Most drugs are fine.
Some of them are pretty bad, but most of them.
Heroin and alcohol are the ones that are really fucking bad.
And we're not getting rid of alcohol, man.
Exactly. But that's the thing.
Many Americans physically require it.
See, that's the thing. Same thing with fucking heroin. Many Americans physically require heroin, but instead of getting them help, getting them treatment, fucking doing anything to help them.
Put them in a box.
Or, yeah, put them in a fucking box. And a box with cool fucking barred up windows. A very secure box, really.
Decoration.
Almost a very difficult to get out of box. Like, imagine if you put your cat in a cardboard box and then tape the top of it. How long do you think it's going to take your cat to get out of there?
Especially if your cat was suffering terribly and experiencing terrible symptoms of withdrawal. Your cat's not getting out of that box.
Ever.
And no heroin addict is getting out of jail, and America's not getting out of, what we're in.
Proud to be an American.
I feel like such an asshole because I'm just like, America's dying, but
It is
I don't know what to do.
I'm just one man.
That's what frustrates me is I don't know how to solve all the problems, but everybody who's smarter than me doesn't understand what the problem is. So they are like desperately tweaking screws on a circuit board that is connected to like there's just a blown out chunk of the computer, and they're like, I gotta fix these buttons. You don't know how these buttons work. I'm like, no, I don't know how these buttons work, but I know that they don't work.
That there is no CPU attached to this
that lever is just waving around on the inside of the machine. It's not connected to anything.
But I'm glad it waves very well.
It's well oiled.
It's well oiled.
Anyway, We got to go to one of the bits. We got to go to one of the stock bits.
Yeah, let's do it. I think our idea of politics is just fuck you, goddamn.
What else? What else do you say?
Just get him. Just get him.
Oh yeah, Gabagool, Ghoul. So just a ghost of an Italian guy.
I'm a gabagool over here.
I'm in the wall over here.
What does gabagool mean?
It's a type of meat.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's not pronounced that way.
Oh yeah.
Like real Italian. We've discussed this.
Yeah, it's capicoli or whatever.
Yep. And then Andrew Cuomo passed it through his lecherous guts, and it made a gargle.
Lecherous, nice.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
Yeah, that picture of him is
Hey, I'm a
disturbing.
We should get off the Italian bits because I think all last podcast was just.
We were pretty hard on Italian last podcast.
There are 1,000 other bits.
Because we were talking about Andrew Cuomo specifically, and I was sort of subsuming all of my hatred of him specifically for all that sexual assault to.
I'm proud to be. Every time we start going political, since we've done our political segment for this episode, I'm just gonna start singing "I'm proud to be an American" until.
Oh, honey, I shrunk my cock.
There was another one. There was another honey one. Was there not?
Not that I see.
Oh well, let's do "Honey, I Shrunk My Cock" for a little bit.
Yeah, so a guy is doing a flubber style experiment.
I shrunk my cock.
Oh no! Hey!
I shrunk my cock. Well, no, there is a moment in that movie. It doesn't look shrunken to me. Dun, dun,
Please. I'm sorry about your wife, but I want my husband to have a normal dick again. So, doctor, please. Doctor's played by Rick Moranis, probably, instead of him being the dad.
Makes sense.
Ooh, it's a spinoff where, I mean, he must have been a doctor in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's how he knows how to shrink kids.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so he's like Han Solo in Force Awakens, or when they brought him back for Blade Runner, where he's old and grizzled now, and he lives in a cabin where he's just shrinking and blowing stuff up constantly, or like Steve Buscemi in Spy Kids 2.
All right, I'm putting my dick inside of the pocket pussy, and now I'm shrinking the pocket pussy.
No, so he's
awesome.
He's off on a hill doing that, and then another guy played by. I don't know. Who's big now?
Steve Buscemi.
No.
Chris Pratt.
I guess, yeah, Chris Pratt. Yeah, another guy played by Chris Pratt is has to trek up the mountain and be like, "Please, sir, I've shrunk my cock. I need your knowledge to reverse cock shrinkage." And he's like, "God damn it, one last job."
He puts on sunglasses and then takes them off.
I actually can't see the buttons without them.
I thought that these were my lighter sunglasses. These are very, very dark tints.
And then after a montage, there's just a fleshlight connected by a tangle of wires to a bunch of glowing lights, and he's like, "This fleshlight will make your dick bigger."
And it's this fleshlight that he had shrunken around his own penis, as we mentioned earlier.
Right. So what he's got to do is put his small penis in the small fleshlight, and then you make them both bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
But it goes wrong.
Honey, I shrunk my cock. His balls are normal size, though.
Okay.
Oh no, we missed and hit his balls, and now his balls are like beanbag size.
It's like a logic puzzle. Okay, I've got your cock slightly bigger than normal. One of your balls is gone, and the other one looks like a grapefruit. So I'm thinking if we can... No, that won't work. God damn it!
Just doing complicated math on the board, 80s style.
It ends up like Ultimate Showdown, like Goodwill Hunting and Einstein and Vision from... Marvel are all like, how do we get this guy's cock to be normal? And at the end,
they write it on a board outside of their. They write it on the board.
D equals.
They write it on a board outside of their lecture hall, and then if anybody solves it, they get extra credit points. So the janitor happens
and then
to
it's
solve it.
And no, but the equation to fix it is B equals D tilde tilde tilde.
No, it's B equals D.
No, because that's when it's small, is when it's just the equal.
Ah, okay. B equals D tilde.
Right.
Question mark.
Maybe.
Does it?
Just texting women on Tinder. B equals D tilde question mark.
And then one of them solves the equation. You're like,
oh no, now my phone zapped my dick and made it huge.
Oh, she did it. Why did I connect this to an app on my phone?
This is stupid.
Okay.
No, but at the end of the movie, he learns to accept his body the way it is, and then they sing a song about body positivity.
With one beanbag-sized ball, one tiny ball, and a slightly above-average dick.
Yeah, and then it's like, we are the world. Which it's marketable to be nice to people now.
It's just like, no,
I'm all about that bass.
I'm just going to get the big testicle removed and then have a above-average penis. I mean, honestly.
Wait, no, but then you're a eunuch with a huge dick. That's...
No, you got one ball still. It's just small.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
People get by with that.
Yeah, I mean, if you still
All
got
the stuff you got two of, you only need one.
Yeah. Kidneys, lungs.
Only need one.
Lungs,
You
fucking...
can get by with one. There's people who do that.
It's bad.
I'm sure it sucks.
Yeah, same. One ball. What else you got? I mean, you got 10 fingers. You can get by with, like, none.
I think I could get by with, just on my right hand, thumb, forefinger, middle finger.
You know what I would do? All the fingers on my right hand, none on my left. That's the move.
And if you're doing that, the whole hand better go. I do not want to see. I do not want to see a nubbin hand.
Oh, so I'm just able to close my fist.
Not to grip anything, just to make me feel weird. That fist is only good for jerking a shrunken cock. Honey, I shrunk my cock too. My fingers are gone.
Oh,
This summer.
Honey, I Shrunk My Pussy. Good. Movie over. Credits roll.
What? Listen, honey, I know this is bad, but after this, we can shrink your pussy, and I'll finally like it. And then she divorces him
For obvious reasons. What a
because
dick.
he has a small dick.
Oh, okay.
Guys, if your wife finds out how small your dick is, she'll divorce you.
There has to be a sex scene.
No one listening to this is married.
After having that, I'm about to be. After having that shrunken cock moment. By the way, most of our YouTube people, 60 plus. Yeah. It's all the YouTube people who clicked on the link that said sex with a barnyard animal. So.
Like, fuck, I knew. Those are the guys that were like, if we let gay marriage happen, it's going to be legal to marry animals. So I'm in favor of gay marriage. I want to fuck this chicken. Finally, the young people understand me.
just a dude holding a pride flag, but not him.
not really.
Pride for everything, but that guy. Fuck that guy.
It's bad to fuck chickens, guys.
Don't
Don't do it. Unless you get a really big chicken, or you do honey, I
or
shrunk my
you
cock.
shrink your cock.
And you do science experiments to make chickens consent.
Okay. Oh yeah. There's another bit. Something about Rick and Morty. I have a Rick tattoo that says role model. No, I think that's just us talking.
That was just us
We
talking.
gotta stop talking on the same thing we just pitch bits on.
Well, you had one that
Ratatouille, but with a ferret.
Ratatouille.
Yeah, ferret Ratatouille. That's great. So
first of all, he's got to wear a really big top hat because ferrets are bigger than rats.
No, I imagine a fedora and the ferrule's just curled. Because ferrets are very
So we're talking
bendable.
about like a neckbeard guy
Neckbeard guy, yeah.
being controlled by
He's
a ferret
vaping,
to like.
yeah, and
No,
he's
so
like,
he-
he's
so he-
making nachos. He's making recipes for nachos. No, for Doritos, I mean. Recipes for Doritos.
He's like, suddenly I know how to make gamer fuel on my own thanks to this ferret.
And at some point, he gets into a sword fight, and he's like, I own so many swords, but I don't know how to sword fight. And the ferret's like, I got you.
I know. The sword fight.
And
The ferret's holding like a toothpick sword, like that you
Yeah.
use in martinis, that I'd use because it's fun and fanciful, and then you get to fight with him. So the
Or
ferret's got
in
one of
kitty
those, and
cocktails.
he's using that to, yeah.
You were
So
saying
anyway,
something?
the ferret is possessed by the ghost of a samurai. Hell yeah, baby.
Oh, so now he's a sushi. So he made sushi flavored Doritos.
Basically, he's a sushi chef / samurai like Sonny Chiba in Kill Bill.
So it's like, how's this neckbeard white guy gonna make good sushi?
The
But it
only
turns
weeb
out-
that is actually good at Japanese culture is being controlled by a ferret who is possessed by the ghost of a samurai.
Ghost of Tsushima is actually about this.
This is what that game's about, yeah.
you play as a ferret on the head of a Japanese samurai.
And by the way, the weeb still can't speak Japanese. So he's still saying stuff like Watashi wa
This is very
Eren
English,
Yeager.
It's very English Japanese. Ooh woo. Stop that.
Ooh, ooh.
Nachi-san.
It's not Nachi-san?
I have no idea, man.
It's Ohio Oni-chan.
What does
I
that
just
mean?
hear it a lot. I don't know what it means. I hope it doesn't mean something bad.
Rape? Yes. Oh, God. Why have I been saying this?
There's a bunch of Japanese phrases that to American people mean something that don't mean anything to...
Japanese people?
Yeah.
Like hello.
Because mostly you see them in anime.
So, you're a weeb. I see. Now we've picked you out. Oh, there are definitely some people who I know who've watched enough Japanese cartoon work that they could just go to Japan and get by.
No, they can't. No, they can't.
They think they can.
Do people here talk like TV shows?
Touche.
What if a Japanese guy came up and just was constantly like, the bomb's going to go off very soon?
Like, this guy's scary.
Or talked in or in Marvel style dialogue where everything was a quip. I'd like to see a Japanese guy with blue contacts and like dressed like Elvis because that's what they think Americans are. Just walking around doing Marvel film dialogue.
Be like,
He's like, I thought I would fit in here.
looks like Spider-Man just got bit by the Black Widow.
What? No.
We're not. What are you talking about?
What are you doing? Which, yeah, what are you doing? Stop, is what a weeb would hear every day in Japan.
But they don't know those words because that's never said in.
No,
cartoon.
they know stop in Japanese. They hear that one a lot in their cartoons.
But they don't stop.
It's
either.
usually like it comes with Big Brother stop, I'm imagining.
I thought it was Step Brother.
Not
Not
in
in
these.
Japan. Not in the East. Australia's right near Japan too. When we go out there, we should just hit them both.
Yeah.
Badass.
Get a big robot? Like they all have in Japan?
Get a big robot from Australia and from Japan and make them fight and see which one wins.
Probably the Japanese one. I assume the Australian one would have like tongs from a
It's
barbecue.
made out of dangerous animals.
It's more of a mound that the
kinda
Japanese
like-
robot just steps
You know, in
on.
Spider-Man, the sand guy. Who could just,
Yeah, it's like that, but it's,
venomous spiders.
I mean, holy fuck.
But useless against a robot.
Yeah, no, yeah, Neon Genesis Evangelion would destroy that.
I was thinking Voltron, but same thing.
Yeah, I feel like Evangelion's got a meme resurgence. I think that's got better SEO.
Well, that's what we're naming the episode then. Is
Neon Genesis.
big tits on Neon Genesis.
Yeah, Peon Genopus Evangeli long penis.
What the fuck? Did you just have a stroke?
No, I just did a bunch of portmanteaus with a word that's already long and not really words. So it means nonsense, this has been a nonsense one.
Well, we got to go back to a ferret Dorito chef. It's funny. I need to remember anything from Ratatouille then. The girl he's trying to fuck is Krieger's hologram. It's just a poster of a hot Japanese chick.
He's just taking his samurai sword to like any game studio where they made the girl's ass less fat or made her leggings less
Just
tight.
executing people. Well, no. So there is still the chef part of this, but he's just a chef for Doritos specifically. The B plot is the fact that the ferret is also possessed by a samurai. So sometimes
I guess
there's
yeah.
fighting.
So there is a critic that's like, this is the best.
Doritos.
This is the best gamer fuel I've ever seen. Just like my mom used to make gamer
Wait
fuel
until you try my Mountain Dew. He made Code Red Mountain Dew. Actually, that was what.
with chemicals in his basement.
That he's a prodigy.
He's like, did you know that if you put together turpentine, water, and ferret piss, it tastes exactly like Mountain Dew Code Red? And I later found not only that, it becomes Mountain Dew Code Red
That is
through
what
alchemical reactions. That's not how they make Mountain Dew Code Red, but if you do this, it becomes Mountain Dew Code Red. And if you mix the two, you could never split them. And that's how my relationship is with you, Naomi. You Japanese holocram sexy bitch.
You pink-haired slut.
I'm great at coming up with
'cause-
fever dreams for movies.
No, but this guy would not. He wouldn't be like, "That's how I feel about you." He would be like, "How dare you not be sucking my dick right now?"
And then she's like, wait,
I
what's the
held
guy's
the
name?
door open for you.
She's like, but Daniel-san. No, Daniel-san's already something.
Yeah.
What's a weeb name?
They're Nico.
Okay.
Throwing him under the bus.
It's like, oh, Nico-san, I can't. My body is not corporeal.
You bit. I'm a nice guy.
I built you better than that. No, you didn't, Nicholas.
I am a nice man. This is what you do to nice guys. No wonder why you're always with jerks. And the ferret's just controlling him like, yes, this is going to work.
Yes, this is how the samurai believe it too. Samurai believe if you are nice to a woman, she has to blow you.
Konnichiwa.
I watched a documentary about some
A
samurai.
ferret blowing?
About a ferret getting his dick sucked through a guy. Turns out the ferret just wanted his dick sucked.
He's like, oh, it did not work. Oh, no.
So anyway, I was watching a documentary about Japanese history because, you know,
You're getting to that age.
get to that, but not a good one. Not like the not pot like History Channel style shit. Like this is I'm high and I would like to see some samurai, and like people can talk in between it. That's fine. And
I just want to see the reenactions. Really,
exactly, which were very well done. But watching it, I was like, I can tell which of these people are historians and which are fucking weeps. Because there were some people that were like, seemed to be talking sensible things, and some of them were in fact Japanese. And then there were other guys that was like, Oda Nobunaga was one of the most badass samurai ever. And if I were like him, my wife would never refuse to blow me.
like weeb, historian, weeb, historian.
Well, they kept saying stuff like, in Japan in that period, it was normal for brothers to kill brothers for power. And I kept thinking, that's not Japan. That's powerful people. You're referring to the ruling class. I'm sure that peasants in Japan weren't doing that shit.
They weren't killing for the crop that they had.
The equivalent would be talking about, like, in Europe in feudal times, there was no concept of love. Like, no, poor people loved each other and were poor. You just didn't hear about those guys.
They didn't get stories written about them. And rich people were dicks. Fucking great.
And then he did kill a couple guys with a sword, which was nice.
That's the part you really wanted. You probably could have just watched a compilation video on YouTube of samurai.
Just fucking watch Kill Bill. That's what Kill Bill's for.
Yeah, white samurais.
I wish, yeah.
White instead of white savior complex, white samurai complex.
I mean, that is what weebness is.
Yeah, white samurai complex. Very true.
I mean, The Last Samurai is fucked, man.
yeah, it's a white dude, right?
Yeah, it's Tom Cruise. And then Ken Watanabe stands in for all of Japan saying, like, you are the samurai now. You are the man now, dog.
He had to stand in because nobody else would do it. Everybody else was like, fuck that guy. Like,
I'm sure Ken Watanabe was just like, yes, I would like to be paid very well for a good movie. and you know, this was back in whenever they made The Last Samurai, and they didn't think about movies wokely.
Yeah.
And now they think about movies too wokely, and they've lost sight of everything.
There
else.
is some overcorrection right now.
Right, just make The Last Samurai, but make him a Japanese guy.
And that's it. Don't change another thing.
That doesn't mean that at any point the samurai needs to look at the camera and say, like, the gunboat diplomacy by Commodore Perry was disastrous to Japanese history, and it has effects today. No, just have the Japanese guy killing people with a sword. That's all anyone wanted.
Just make the guy who's supposed to be Japanese.
Just make him Japanese.
The dude who's supposed to be black, make him black. If he's supposed to be white, make him white.
He can be white.
And that's it. That's all the thing.
Because...
And if a guy can be ambiguous, toss a diversity and hire there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's fine that Jason Mantzoukas played a Hispanic man on The League.
Yeah, who gives a shit? He was Hispanic?
I mean, he's supposed to be the Hispanic woman's brother, so yes.
Huh. But he's Greek.
I know. I know. Jason Mantzoukas is Greek.
Huh. That's a weird... yeah, but I mean, I didn't notice.
I bet Greek people did.
Yeah, and Spanish people
And probably Latinxs.
Yeah, that's a weird choice. That's a weird... I don't know. That feels like a borderline one. Probably should have went with...
I think that was those guys, several of whom are friends with Jason Mantzoukas. He needs to be in the show.
He needs to be, which was phenomenal.
No, great choice.
He needed to be in the show. He literally made the show for the last few seasons.
The last few seasons, he was all that was good.
He was it.
But anyway, because they're not being made in order to make good movies. They're being made to
not offend anybody.
No, to make money, which that's part of how you do it. Or the other way to make money is to be like, I'm going to be fucking offensive, which is what Gina Carano is going to do now.
Who?
Getting canceled. That's the lady that got fired for The Mandalorian for saying that telling her to shut up was the Holocaust. So
good lady.
Yeah, I mean she is. Whatever.
She's
pretty good.
Is she the exact one I'm thinking of?
I don't know. Who are you thinking of?
What is
the lady from The
short
Mandalorian?
Black hair.
I think so. I mean, she was also in Deadpool 1.
Yeah. Yes, I'm thinking of the same person.
Yeah, so being canceled
She
is
was
just
a
a career
bad
move.
She was
Bad in Deadpool. I think she was good in The Mandalorian.
okay. Yeah, I did not know she was a Bowen. Was she also in The Boys? She said
Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so that's like a career move now. Is like, oh, now I do canceled media, where I go on 60 media platforms to tell people that I'm not allowed to speak.
That is pretty funny. You're like, yeah, dude, I'm canceled. You're on Fox, buddy.
Right. And even, but the woke movies anyway, they're making them to the people making the movies don't understand what wokeness is. They have no understanding of representation or any of this. They just know apparently they're mad that everyone in movies is white now.
So let's make everybody black. No, that's not. But make the black. It's a really simple statement. Make the black people black.
I mean, it is fairly setting back progressive politics.
Yeah.
That when we were like, it's kind of weird that like this character like is clearly Asian and you had a white person play them, and they're like, oh, so we're gonna have a lecture in every movie where we tell you you're bad unless you like it. It's like, no, that's not what anyone wanted, and this sucks now. And now people think that's what anti-racism is.
And now Republicans could be like, well, no, I want to be racist because look, this is...
Because apparently not being racist, apparently being racist is when you get pissed at this.
Yeah, for real.
So now there's a bunch of people that wouldn't be racist, but they're like,
But I
guess
also
racism is when you're annoyed that movies are all looking me in the eye and saying that, minorities are good. So then someone else is like, that's racist. And they go, well, the last time someone told me something was racist, it was not liking our terrible media.
I'm proud to be American. Let's go to a bit.
Anyway, bits.
I have a Rick
what
tattoo.
if a guy had a funny voice?
Well, we did the pedophile.
I think you're again just reading something that
Yeah, I know.
was us talking.
Everybody cucks Chris. I like that one. Everybody cucks Chris.
It's a sequel later, I guess, when he's old and Chris Rock's sized.
Well, there's two. Everybody fucks
Is this
Chris.
an Adam Sandler movie? Because Chris Rock's in a lot of Adam Sandler movies. Is this a movie about where Adam Sandler and David Spade and Rob Schneider and Kevin James all fuck Chris Rock's wife?
Same time.
Because I want to watch that. I don't want to watch a porn parody. I want Sandler to make it.
There's two avenues to go down. Everybody fucks Chris, where Chris is just taking dicks.
Yeah.
Wall to wall every episode.
By the way, I demand that in both of these, Chris is into it.
Oh, yeah.
He's into getting fucked and he's into getting cucked.
I'm absolutely down for
Well,
it.
good old-fashioned cuck and fuck.
So when he's getting fucked, at some
He's like,
point...
this is great, but I wish you were doing it to my wife.
at some point in the later seasons, you can see he's lost enthusiasm. But that's just like... He's done 120 episodes.
Right. The actor's losing enthusiasm for the role.
Yeah, no, he's still into it. He's still fine.
Just, oh, yeah.
It's just getting
Fill
fucked.
me up. Yeah, okay. Yes, I want you to come. All right.
I also like the idea that Everybody Hates Chris, same exact episode, obviously an older Chris, but same exact, like the whole...
I never watched it.
I don't have a Valentine for Valentine's Day. Everything the same. And at the end, they always do a twist where it's like something bad happens to Chris. Everybody hates Chris. But instead, something bad happens to Chris. Everybody fucks Chris. Everybody in the set.
We're going to cheer him up.
Just drops all premise of character, drops their clothes, and starts closing in on Chris right before the credits roll. And he's just like rubbing his hands together like, let's do this. So it's just a completely normal episode after that. Like, the girl on the bus doesn't want to talk to me. And then at the end of the episode, it turns out that
Everybody fucks Chris.
At the end of the episode, it turns out that she did want to talk to you. You just have to make the first move. Everybody fucks Chris, and everybody on screen just walking slowly towards him.
Imagine, like...
No, her too.
Oh, good. Imagine, like I can't find a Valentine. There's an episode of Everybody Cucks Chris where he's like, I just can't find a wife. How can I be cucked if I can't date anyone? I have no one for other people to fuck.
You're like, hey, would you like to...
Somebody to cuck.
Me.
Find me somebody to fuck my wife.
Somebody to. I can't find nobody to fuck my wife. I can hardly stand on my feet. Just
Can't get no
buddy to fuck
wife fuckness.
my wife. Well, it's instead of the ba-da-da-da-da-da, buddy to fuck my wife. There it is.
I see a hot girl and I want to
watch somebody fuck her. The rolling cucks.
I want to be your beast of burden.
I would say it's the same.
Oh no. I'm disgusting.
What'd you do?
No, I'm going to rhyme Beast of Burton with beef curtain somehow.
What's the...
I want to be your beast of burden. I want my balls in the beef curtain.
There it is. We did it. There's another one. I'm trying to do honky tonk. She's a She's...
I don't know.
Honky tonk woman. It's about him banging a transvestite, not knowing he's banging a transvestite, and then finding out and being like, all right, let's go. Great move,
Isn't that Lola,
fucking Mick
too?
Jagger. Probably. Lola, you got me on my knees, yeah. Lola, fuck my wife, please. Because she could.
Yeah, because now Lola, you're being cucked by Lola, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Lola. Honey, I shrunk. Fuck.
Black Betty, fuck my wife. Black Betty.
Ooh, baby. Ambulance. That's good.
Fucking what are other songs? This always happens to us.
Every time. No, we got a lot. We could go back to the Hall & Oates discography because there's 1,000. You make my cuck come true.
Wake me up before you cuck me.
Just him asleep. Oh, I missed it. Waking up with cum on his face, just wiping up. Oh, no.
Wake me up before you cuck me. I want to be there when you don't fuck me.
Smoking a cigarette in an armchair, watching you fuck my wife. Almost exclusively dressed as Superman.
Take my wife away.
I've been cucked by this guy that I know.
Jolene. I'm begging of you, please just fuck my man.
Is that? Yeah, I guess it tracks.
Oh, Jolene also, this is well-trodden ground, but Jolene is about a lesbian that wants Jolene to fuck her. She's like...
Jolene, please don't take my man.
No, I know, but then she's also like, with your flaming locks of auburn hair.
Yeah, she's hot.
And eyes of emerald green and shit like that. She's horny. Dolly Parton's horny in that song.
Yeah. I mean, it could be both.
Will you cuck my wife? I'll give you service and devotion. You would think that I would have negative emotions when you fuck my wife.
9 to 5 by Dolly Parton. Coming up next, Cuck My Wife by Dolly Parton. Wait, cuck my wife? No, not that.
Well, cuck my wife would mean fuck me.
Yeah.
Which,
Sure.
whatever, man. Whatever you're into, most senators.
Got him.
Zing.
I'm watching. You're in such dangerous ground with the lighting on your face.
It hits me occasionally.
Terrible, great.
I'm gonna think of another song in a second. I swear to fucking God.
Well, all of Hall & Oates' discography. There's so
I don't
many
know
fucking
Hall &
songs.
Oates that well.
It's hip to fuck my wife.
That is not Hall & Oates.
No, I know it's Sue Illusionist.
Yeah. Okay.
No. I want a new cock. When they don't make me sick.
Hey, wait. Is that my wife? Yes, it is Paul. And he fucks her.
Huey Lewis's album 4. Love the way he talks in that.
It's great. He's flexing in the mirror, but instead of fucking that girl, he's fucking my wife.
And then I'm in the corner.
American cuckold.
American cuckold. That works.
You see what I put in your wife? That's bone. Because do you see the color on that card? That's bone. That when they're doing business cards.
Oh, okay.
If you're gonna reference movies,
dude, that is
get on
such
my
a
level.
deep cut.
That is a famous scene from that movie.
It's a little deep, dude. So the sun right now is getting just behind the building behind us, and also
Is it on my forehead?
it's right here. But I think that's as high as it's gonna get. So I'm watching the sun set on Kellen's face. It's pretty funny. It's literally highlighting your mouth like you're a fucking Esmeralda from. Oh my god!
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
No. Jesus. The only movie where the guy actually
great
wants to
podcast
fuck his
about us
wife.
getting old.
The only movie where the guy actually wants to fuck his wife. Adam's Family.
Honey, I Shrunk My Cock.
He's trying to fuck his wife the whole time.
Adam's Family. Yeah.
Yeah. The wife from Adam's Family. You know, she has the eye lighting every time.
Yeah, sure.
That is what's happening to your mouth.
I don't know. I don't get this reference.
Really? Huh. We gotta get
Never
on
really
the same
watched the
page on
Addams
these
Family.
references.
It turns out it's not that you don't know any references. It's just you don't know any that I do.
Just no different references. Want a new cook? I like that one. When they don't fuck my wife. Wait, no. When they does fuck my wife.
What? I don't know this.
When they don't. I want a new drug by Huey Lewis in the News.
Again.
God damn it!
I don't know who Huey Lewis in the News very well.
They're so good. Fine, we'll go back to the Rolling Stones.
Only my wife gets fucked.
Woo! Oh, Billy Joel. Perfect. Yeah. Sing me a song while you fuck my wife. Sing me a song tonight.
I didn't get my wife
Yeah,
off.
fucked.
There were 4 more dudes there, and it was them that did it. I didn't get my wife off.
I'm premature, but I like it anyways.
And then instead of listing events, he's listing people that has fucked his wife.
Jim and John and Jessica.
Jimmy, John, and Jessica, my new neighbor. What's the name of Stephanie Silver?
I stopped after Jim and John and Jessica because I ran. It's very
All
hard.
J names are the easy ones.
To come out with names that quickly is very, very difficult. What's that? He's got.
Yeah, Billy
It's
Joel's
still
probably got
fucking my
other
wife to me. It's still
Billy Idol.
How does any
It's a great day for fucking
wife
wife.
fucking
Wife fucking, of course.
for a wife fucking guitar solo while some black dude in shoes and high socks is just banging out his wife. It's just the visual of that. This is what you're hearing over. With
another man, she cried more.
in the midnight hour. That one stays.
I just sat on the floor.
In the midnight hour, I called her a whore. Consensually, he's into it, but I mean,
Right.
part of it is she calls her a whore.
Yeah, she likes that part too.
Yeah, no, it's just part of it. I
Modern love, get into my wife on time.
Well, the thing about every sexual experience you have with
Let's
somebody you've been dating for an extensive period of time, there's percentages of how, like, somebody's really into this while the other person's like 20, 30% into it. They're still consenting. They're still going to do it. They're still into it.
Right, so
But
the
it's
wife
just
is like, it's kind of
He's
cool.
like, he could call me a whore. I'm not a huge fan of that part. I like fucking the black guy a lot. Big fan of that part. And if he needs to call me a whore to do it, sure.
Fine. And then I still love my husband.
Yeah, really. We still go to brunch. I don't go to brunch with Jamal. Classic black name.
It's cuckolding is dangerous because, like, it's funny to me that, like, someone else is fucking a guy's wife. That's what I want to write songs about. But it's also like white guys are really worried that black men are going to fuck their wives, and that's part of why fascism's happening.
No.
So
This guy
it's
knows
it's you know
about it.
there's no seams in the tapestry of history.
We only
So-
support a black guy fucking your wife if you know about it and want him to do it.
I know, no, we support a black guy fucking your wife if your wife hates you, and
Also, if you're Republican, pretty much,
Yeah.
then black guy can fuck your wife. But those are the only two situations.
I'm just saying there's no seams in the tapestry of our culture. So there is a direct line between me doing Billy Joel getting his wife fucked to my wife got fucked by the guy that fucks Billy Joel's wife, and that's why I have to kill the president, and not for the right reasons.
Well, I mean, if he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
What's that from?
Rocky, I think. I don't know. I just see memes.
I do like the idea of a guy being like, I'm okay with my wife getting fucked, but only by the guy who fucks Billy Joel's wife.
There's a
the only
star man, and he's coming in my wife.
I loved David Bowie. Definitely has had his wife. He doesn't have a wife.
He wasn't. No, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
She's been fucked by
Yeah,
Probably
he used to
Mick
joke that he
Jagger.
met his wife while they were fucking the same guy.
David Bowie's awesome. Was awesome.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Starman.
I sure would have fucked your wife if you wanted me to.
Definitely.
That's how much I respect you. It's like a guy that's like, I respect animals, and that's why I kill them. See, I respect these men, and that's why I fuck their wives.
I respect Rush Limbaugh. That's why I fucked his wife.
I don't think anybody fucked Rush Limbaugh's wife. Certainly not him.
He physically can't. Don't rest in peace, asshole.
We could have just done a podcast of different songs about getting your wife fucked.
We could have done a whole episode. I mean, I'm still.
We don't have
We
to
could
stop.
walk through Billy Joel's whole discography, and it would not bug me. What else? What's Glass
And if
Houses?
you're going in, I'm pulling out.
Da-da-da-da. What's
Just one guy fucking my wife now. Is
Jeffrey-
that all I get for my money?
Jeffrey waits for you. Vienna waits for you.
I don't know Billy Joel that well either.
I really know Billy Joel. This is gonna be a problem. We can do Elton John.
I know the big
Saturday
ones. Night's
Saturday.
all right for cucking.
So, yeah, exactly.
Benny and my wife.
Oh God, there's more Elton John songs.
Daniel's dong.
Daniel was sitting there fucking my wife.
Son, there's got to be something with Tiny Dancer, clearly.
Hold me closer after you cuck me.
Count the men in the room with us.
Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer.
That's so good.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza, and then Tony
And
Danza
then Tony Danza
fucked his
fucked
wife.
The bitch is back from fucking someone else.
Oh, is it part of it that he calls her a bitch, or?
No, well, I guess Elton John was calling himself a bitch there. Yeah, the
Oh
bitch
yeah,
is back.
he totally was.
I'm a bitch, yeah, the
I'm
bitch
better
is
than
back. Fucked by lots of dudes, as a matter of fact.
I think he was the top.
Oh, Elton was surely a top.
Yeah. Look at all those floral print. Definitely a top.
You know, certainly top of the charts. I don't know.
Top
I
of
can't
the
tell with Elton
charts,
and Bernie.
Bottom of me. What?
His husband's name's Bernie.
Was that the first one who was a dick, or
I thought the only one that he's ever been with in my lifetime.
still with?
Yeah.
Well, then different guy. You saw the his
Nope.
drama. What's it? Not a documentary.
Dromedary?
Yeah, dromedary.
Are you thinking of Rocketman with
Yeah.
Taron Egerton?
Yeah.
No, I should see the thing where Taron Egerton plays Elton John. I'd be very into that.
Haven't you?
I don't know.
Freddie Mercury's one is good too.
It's too busy fucking their wives.
Got him.
Queen.
Oh shit.
Who fucked Freddie Mercury's wife? My new detective novel. Who fucked Freddie Mercury's wife?
The answer is just the whole book is not a tale. It's just lists of names. It's 120 pages.
I mean,
of
he
names.
did. Was she married to that lady?
I don't know. I don't think he ever got married. He's like,
did
he's
have
a bachelor out in the town, but he's not fucking the people you want him to, Hollywood.
No, he was. He was fucking them too.
Nice. Oh yeah, he did fuck girls for a while, and then he was like, I think Freddie Mercury is one of the rare situations in which a guy just fucked all the girls and is now like, well,
Like,
better move on to the
guess I
guys.
better be gay now.
He just literally ran out. He would go to every club and he's like, well, I've had sex with all of these people,
I'm not into cucking,
but I have.
so I guess they'll have to fuck me instead of my wife.
See a bottom?
He's writing no. Freddie Mercury is whatever he wants to be.
Absolutely. He's switch.
I mean, not even switch. He's whatever he wants to be at the moment. And whatever you think you are, you're what Freddie Mercury isn't.
Freddie Mercury was bi, but he grew up in a time where it was either gay or straight. There was no fucking bi.
I think he was just bi and nobody realizes it because people still don't
because back in
understand
the day, they're like, you're either gay or straight, and that's it.
Right. But Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, was kind of like his wife was like, Freddie, you're gay. And he was like, just because I fucked all those dudes.
Which
I
he's
still
right,
like you.
But he's right, but she's not wrong, you know?
Well, also gay means everything now.
I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive. It all, you don't have to change
Please
the
feel
word.
my wife.
She's gonna have herself a real good time. Please fuck my wife. Explode. Remember that thing we were editing? to that song
Oh,
and the
yeah.
volleyball thing. It's like we're just gonna have random shit go.
Yeah, softball.
Same thing.
Whatever. I had one, and you made me forget it. Damn it. Oh, buddy, you're a boy. Make a big noise with my wife. Fuck her in the street. I like public stuff all day long. God damn it.
I like
I'm getting
voyeurism.
tired.
I'm getting ready. We're good on time.
We're ramping down, guys.
Hour and 15.
This is the part where you skip it.
Yeah, go ahead and skip to the next episode, which is called Honey, I Cucked My Wife.
Which is...
It actually might not be a bad name for this episode, Honey, I Cucked My Wife.
That's hilarious. That's funnier than anything we said in the episode.
Honey, I Cucked My Wife.
What does that mean, Daryl?
So you fucked your wife.
Wait, I'm your wife.
No, so you fucked my husband. You jerked off. You just jerked off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just just running. Honey, I cucked my wife. Wait. Oh, I just masturbated, and then just leaves.
And she goes back to balancing the checkbook like he's such a fucking idiot, but he's good with the kids.
Damn idiot. Fucking man, if he couldn't invent shrink rays, I'd leave him. Because shrink rays work both ways. He's got a giant dong. She has a gigantic set of tits. She's got Elastigirl rules. Her ass can be whatever size she wants it to be.
My ass can be whatever I want.
How did I get this ass?
You want to know how I got
Get
this
this
ass? My father built a shrink ray.
Just his daughter.
No, to avoid this being incredibly fucked up, she snuck into the basement and did it to herself. Okay, this is.
I thought like he was like, no, I'm not gonna make your ass bigger, and then eventually she like a kid asking for a puppy. Right. She's like, fine if it'll shut you up.
Fine, but you're not going to the concert. But I needed the big ass for the concert.
Well, I don't want it anymore. Kicks dirt on the way out.
Ah, shucks. I don't have a big badonk-a-donk dump truck ass.
I wanted overage men to buy me beer. Great
To be clear, she's between 18 and 21. We cannot be legally held responsible for the hypothetical woman whose father would not make her ass fat.
We should have a meme.
The terribly sad parable of the girl whose dad wouldn't make her ass fat so she could go to the concert.
It's a Shakespearean romance. It ends in a double suicide.
Yeah, no, Romeo is like, your ass is too small, I'm going to kill myself. And then he does, but then her ass gets big, and she's like, oh no, but he only loved me for my big ass. It's not worth it anymore. It's ash in my mouth. And then she kills herself, but then Romeo is revived by the sight of her big ass. But she's already dead.
So he kills himself again.
Yeah, and then... I don't remember any other characters from that.
Mercutio.
There you go. Then Mercutio is like,
I'm a fucking
anyone want to fuck my wife?
Mercutio.
Hey, you're fucking my wife.
Mercutio.
There you go, Mercutio.
It's kind of spelled like that, anyways.
Your cock in both her holes. Ooh,
Shakespearean cock.
Shakespeare lines is cocking. I bet I have more legs on this than you.
You do. I'm already struggling. The king is cucked. What's that? I don't.
There would have been
Hamlet?
a time.
Was
for
that
such
Hamlet?
There would have been a time to cuck my wife. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from ass to hole.
The Taming of
There
You.
is nothing good or bad.
I think I'm stuck to just titles,
The Taming
dude.
of the You.
I think I'm just titles here, dude. I don't know. Romeo, why for art thou in my wife? Oh, so now it's not a story of Romeo and Juliet, it's Romeo and the wife of the king.
It's called Romeo and Juliet, but it's...
The wife of
I
the
guess
king
it's
is
Shakespeare's
Juliet.
wife?
Yeah.
There's not a king in Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, whatever, the leader of the clan.
Yeah, the
I shouldn't say
Yeah.
the clan and be white. I can't do both of those things.
leader of, like, the family.
Yeah. The mob boss, if you will.
Yeah, the the Montagues and the Capulets, two families both alike in cucking potential.
In their Guido-ness. That was an Italian.
Yep.
Oh.
In Fair Verona, they set the
Oh,
scene.
fucking greasy
Oh,
Romeo
so they
and
were all
Juliet.
saying like, hey, Romeo, why the fuck are you Romeo over here? Hey, what light is coming out of one of that fucking window?
There you go. That's the one.
Hey, there's a plague on both of your fucking houses.
Hey, out this damn spot. I know it's not Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, but no, Italian Shakespeare.
Yeah, just Italian Shakespeare.
Hey, if you put this fucking thing in the ocean, it turned the multitudinous seas fucking incarnadine over here.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Hey, you grow yet stranger to me every day. When shall we laugh, Maroon?
Hey, I'm fucking my wife over here. No. Hey,
I'm fucking your wife over here.
No. It's hey, I'm fucking my mom over here.
That's Othello.
Othello. That's not.
Or no, Othello is Othello. Someone does get cucked, I think.
No, there.
Yeah, no, Othello.
What's the one
Othello
where he fucks
cucks
his
Iago
mom?
in Othello. The main guy, I'm pretty sure, cucks. No, he doesn't cuck someone. He fucks someone's daughter.
Reverse cuck.
Oh, you were thinking of Oedipus.
Oedipus. That's not
Yeah.
Shakespeare. That's somebody else.
No, that's centuries before Shakespeare.
Yeah, that's somebody I don't know who wrote.
Oh, I don't know who wrote.
Yeah.
Oedipus Rex. Virgil. I'm gonna go with Virgil.
Simpson? He's now.
Sturgill Simpson?
Maybe. I've
Virgil.
got nothing.
No, back when they were just named one thing. His name is just Virgil.
Shakespeare, for example.
Well, no, his first name was William.
What's his middle name?
I don't know that he had one.
He probably
I don't know. He was from Stratford upon Avon. You want to fuck with me on this?
did. No, I got nothing, man. I got zero nugs.
This is where I get to flex.
Zero Shakespeare.
This is where I fuck other people's wives.
I am the cuckin. The
cuckin?
cuckle. No, you'd be the cucker.
The cucker, yeah.
The
guess.
cuck?
I mean, in the fetish, what they call it is a bull, I believe.
That's awesome. I would fuck somebody's wife just to be called a bull. That's awesome.
So there's something with the Minotaur story in there that we could do. Like Perseus' wife got fucked by the Minotaur. I guess we're just trying to create a porn that's already been made.
The string he's carrying through the maze is just so he can fucking lynch his ass when he finds it. He's like, no, I'm actually going in to hunt for the Minotaur. I'm going to kill that son of a bitch.
You've been fucking my fucking wife.
Oh yeah, garrote wire.
Greeks are very similar to Italians. They're both Mediterranean, so I think we can.
Oh,
we can do that. Yeah.
Fucking.
Hey Zeus, you fucking turned into a goose and fucked my wife over
The
here.
Iliad and the Italian Odyssey.
Hey, I'm floating over the wine dark sea over here.
Hey, I'm a pig over here. I'm delicious.
Hey, well, fucking Cersei turned me into a pig. They could make some great gabagool out of my ass.
Oh my God.
I gotta get back to Ithaca. Everyone's fucking my wife.
Everybody's trying to fuck my. Oh, by the way, in real life, all of those dudes fucked his wife at some
Oh, yeah,
point.
they did fuck his wife. And his
Yeah.
wife was like, no, I didn't fuck anyone else in the intervening 12 years.
All these people that I skewered like a shish kebab. We should end this podcast. We're going pretty long. Honey, I cucked my wife. Get him.